Countdown going on right now, guys. We are going into game number 3 of the grand final, set number 1 between Macro and Drockzzz. And I hate this map. They have decided to go on Tal'Darim Altar, MLG Tal'Darim Altar, and I hope the hell somebody cheeses the crap out of each other. And I mean, especially with this map, it does actually kind of promote that. Either two things really do happen. Either the Zerg player decides to one-base Baneling Bust, 6-pool, or something just crazy and obnoxious like that. On the other side, a potential 3-racks all-in, potential 2-port Banshee, potential mass Hellions, kind of because of the distance. You definitely want Hellions as the Terran player. So definitely this kind of map can promote cheese. On the other side, it can promote a lot of macro too, which is even worse. But anyways, looking at it, we are in game number 3. I don't know why in the heck I just pulled that interface up when we got the awesome interface from ESNN TV. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mad. Starting off at our bottom left corner, we have the Zerg player who just brought himself back into the series 1-2. It is Drockzzz. On the top left side, we got the Terran Macro. That's cool because I got Jessica Alba. How do you guys feel? What are you doing with your life? I have Jessica Alba messaging me. Hope you guys are doing something with your life. I'm like doing absolutely awesome right now. Looking right now for a second, he is supply blocked. Oh, there it is. Okay, not too bad. So should be interesting. They are not cross positions, which is a little nice. This is, I'm gonna say by position wise, this is Terran favorite, as you guys know. One of the things about this map that Zergs hate the most is this position right here. If by chance the Terran player is able to get tanks right here sieged up, he can have a very vicious and nasty elevator play where he could just send Marines, keep elevating them up here, up to the top, and pick off the natural, pick off tech, pick off drones, and it's very, very hard for the Zerg player to engage unless he comes from the outside or somewhere. Mutas, it's even harder for him. Same time, this map is really open, very promoted for counterattacks and stuff like that. We do see there are rocks at the third. For each player, there's about 8 bases to each side, as you see. And for instance, for macro, kind of looking at the other side, pretty much to a base in itself, there are 4 bases for one corner of the map. This is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest map. Maybe not. I don't know. I think I'm mistaken. It might not be the biggest map, or it might be. Either way, 4 Gazelle Naga towers, as you see, so you get a lot of vision across the map. It's actually a nice little advantage by the Zerg player that actually just produce 4 links and put them all each in one tower and have very good map control. Another thing that I always put, very important about this map on the macro aspect of things, is because this map is so huge, and especially in lower divisions, this is the perfect opportunity if one of these players decides to take advantage of it, is to put a base somewhere else in one of these sides, either cross position or close by air for themselves. And I mean, if you could get that kind of greedy economic advantage and never get scouted out, it is absolutely awesome for the player that's been able to do that, to get that type of economical advantage. Looking at the game itself right now, we're looking macro doing the standard stuff. We've seen that second gas he's got going. He's got the reactor on the barracks, building that first factory, and oh, what a huge goof. He actually lets the drone right in, had the supply down. Meanwhile, the Marine was looking for the Overlord. And right now he's just kind of running by, see that there's nothing kind of funky, not a lot of tech going on. He's got to be careful. He's actually might lose this drone if not careful enough. And he's actually going to be searching for him. Finds him. There he is. Finds him right there. Factory is done. We're looking right now. Lings are heading towards the front. Just kind of poke at and do a little bit of harass, be a little bit annoying. Looking at the Drockzzz side of things, getting speed upgrade. I mean, this is very standard if you guys have seen the past 3 games. I mean, more like the first 2 games. The last game was kind of a little obnoxious, but very kind of familiar and similar starts by both players. Looking right now, we do see tanks coming out. He actually cancels a barracks that was in production. Interesting decision. I wonder why that was. Going to build a supply depot at the back there. Supply blocked at the moment. Getting siege upgrade. So it looks like he is going to go with that siege tank Marine push. And so no harass with the Hellions. Going to go straight siege tank Marine. And you know what? That's not a bad idea, and I'm all for it. Meanwhile, on the other side, Drockzzz actually kind of learning his lesson, getting that Evo chamber up a little bit early, but at the same time, it is not a thing. And all of a sudden, I'm getting pings. Who the heck is pinging? I think it's the German casters that are pinging. I think it's our German sidecasters that are pinging away at the map, and I think they're pointing out exactly the same thing I was. Those tanks get sieged up right there, and that's just going to be a huge problem, especially in the early game. Oh man, this is actually kind of a neat thing. If you actually put the Spore Crawler up here, kind of a little bit towards the top side, I know this is kind of defending against Banshees, but if those medevacs came right by, can't do too much unless those tanks are actually like able to take out the Spore Crawler. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do the lift, especially if you're losing medevacs. And it looks like Drockzzz learning definitely is learning his lesson right now in the macro side of things. Putting 3 spine crawlers down, it's going to be perfect, but the bad thing is he's most likely just going to come and siege up right here and elevator over the top. Looking right now at things over on the macro side of things, he is just getting more tanks right now. Has 2 in production, has a lot of Marines. I am wondering where that starport is, because that is really vital that he gets that out right now. He definitely needs that for the drop and for the elevator play. I don't know if he's forgotten about that, if it's part of his plan. You know, can't speak too much for him at the moment. But we do see that there is a command center, so it looks like he's going to be thinking about taking his natural fairly soon. We do see Drockzzz is just absolutely scared out of his mind. Apparently, he is expecting Hellions or something crazy right now. Nothing has come at him just yet, so he thinks maybe something like a huge force of Hellions. So he throws down a couple more spines, which is going to increase his total to 5 spines. But the big problem is he is not doing too well in the worker count. He's not on 2 base, not focusing up and macroing hard enough. He's got 22 workers to 23 of macro, and that's just kind of not a position you want to be in. He does have a good amount of lings right now at the moment. We look and see, looking at the units tab, we do see about 50 lings, 3 banelings. I think more are getting formed. Nope, just 8 more lings are on their way. Getting upgrades, number 1. Medevacs are starting to finally pop up, and that's exactly what he needs for that elevator play, like I said. Putting a tech lab on that barracks right now, and I think he's going to probably research stim, or maybe he's already got it. I don't know, I missed it. I think he actually just went straight reactor, so there's no stim yet on those Marines. At the same time, don't really need it just yet, but he definitely does need to bring that medevac with him. Definitely don't want to forget about it. Yeah, no stim is out for him just yet. So we see these Marines kind of pushing out. I don't know if he wants to let him know that the tanks are right behind him too. Yeah, I don't know if he knows exactly, but where are those things? Those things are actually over here. They actually haven't taken out the 3rd or anything. They're just chilling over here, and this could be really bad right now. Looks like Macro is putting those in position, and there are those tanks right there that we were talking about. And here we go. He's kind of walking the Marines over. Definitely you don't want to do that. And with those, have enough distance to hit the spine crawler, has enough distance to hit the natural, and he's focus firing the spine crawler. Actually, I like this. On the other side of things, we do see a lot of lings right here, but I mean that is a lot of tank splash damage. Will those be able to take out everything? They actually will. Banelings, oh my god, they're going to roll into everything. He's going to pick up. Great micro. And yeah, you definitely don't want an elevator just tanks by themselves. You want some Marines. Not too bad of a job. We're going to look right now over at the drone count. No workers lost. He's got some spines that are ready too, and some spore crawlers. That's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Placing that spore crawler right there, so it's a little bit harder for the elevator play. Spine crawler, so it's harder for him to get into position, but at the same time, he could eventually just inch forward if he takes all that stuff out on his own. Meanwhile, we are looking to see Drockzzz might be looking to take a counterattack right now. Maybe not. Good little amount right now. He's needs to definitely repair those tanks at the moment if he possibly can. He's got 4 total right now on the field as of I see 4 Marines only, which is kind of a bit of a problem. He needs to get a little bit more Marines, but does have his natural up finally, and he could start kind of working and focusing a little bit on the macro game. Again, like I said, he does need to repair these tanks. These tanks are really vulnerable right now at low health. We're going to look over at the Drockzzz side of things. He is taking his 3rd at the moment. Taking down the, not taking his 3rd, breaking down the rocks at the 3rd. He could take it. And I'm surprised. I mean, I'm waiting for that moment to see which player gets greedy enough to take an expansion that it literally has to be scouted. And we see Link kind of coming up the front, making sure nothing's going on. Link kind of over here just chilling at the 3rd, make sure there's no 3rd, nothing too crazy going on. We see right now in production for macro, he's getting 2 more barracks, a medevac tank, stim, cool stuff. Finally actually repairing those tanks, which is proper. Definitely don't want to lose those. Rerouting the spines, rerouting one spine at the front, one spine is just about done. That is about halfway down to health. Almost a really successful push for Macro. If that natural was actually able to take it out, Drockzzz would have been in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. He actually would have been oversaturated over here at the main. Meanwhile, looking at the production right now, we see Spire coming up, which is definitely a little late. I mean, these players usually, when you see a TVZ, usually the muta timing is about 4 minutes, 5 minutes earlier. Mutas usually do kind of come out about 9.5, 9-ish, a little bit later. Not too much though. We do see the third getting taken down by Drockzzz right now. He's got a good amount of lings kind of here. I don't think he's got any banelings in the army right now at the moment. No banelings, but he's actually kind of working on the worker count right now. Has a total of 47, which is going to be great. Allows him to get his economy up. We're looking right now. There it is. Both players actually doing not too bad, especially with the mules. Terran players not too behind. Oh, and here we go. This is actually a similar position of game number 1 and that kind of losers bracket finals right there. We see a huge number of tanks right now. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that 2, 4, 6, 8? 8 tanks. That is a lot of splash, and that is asking for a lot of trouble. If he's actually able to position those really well, he's got to be really careful. He could actually out DPS the hell out of kind of the tank right there. Oh man, cannot lose that tank at the front. Spore Crawler is going to get taken down, and I think is it within range? The Nat is within range right now. He's got good vision with that medevac right now, and oh my god, what is he going to do? Drockzzz just does not have anything at the moment. He's got some mutas, but there's just not a lot of Marines kind of hanging out there at the front. He actually goes and meets them where he can, and here we go. Here comes the elevator play. I think he's going to go drop at the front. No, he's just going to lift him up. Meanwhile, Drockzzz is going to move up some of the tanks kind of up to the front lines right now. Oh no, he actually catches them on siege. Needs to look and see where everything is. Oh my god, but there's actually a lot of Marines. That's really tough to take on. I'm surprised there's not just one kind of medevac just hanging out there on the front, giving enough vision to see kind of what's going on up there. Needs to siege up. If it was Macro, I'm actually being so favored towards the Terran right now of what he actually needs to do. Drockzzz needs to get some banelings out on the field, get a little bit of muta control. If he can actually try to snipe away some of these tanks that are at the back. I don't know where the hell the mutas are at the moment. I hope he did not lose them all. And oh my god, huge blunder. Huge blunder by Macro. He actually loses... Oh, he actually lifts a couple of them. I thought he almost lost all of his Marines. Gonna focus fire that spine crawl at the front and say goodbye to that natural at the moment. Nothing's gonna stop that from getting taken down. Oh, there's the mutas. They're actually on the backside over here, though. Thank God, Drockzzz actually has some Marines kind of holding back. He's gonna send some Marines down to give some reinforcements. And I think the main actually got pretty cleared out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 18 kills on the other side. Natural goes down, tanks unsiege and resiege, and kind of a little bit of a blunder mistake is going to lose all these tanks. And, you know, Drockzzz isn't in the worst position. He's got a thing called a third base, which is actually fairly saturated. Not doing too bad. He's got the mutas here to harass and do what he needs to do. And actually, he's just actually still going to just press on in there. We're going to see, some lings kind of here at the front. He definitely needs to get those mutas back there. There's 16 lings in production at the moment. Spore Collar does get taken down. Oh, there it is. Spore Collar finally does get taken down. Going right for the Evo chamber right now. Going for the heart of the upgrades. And oh, there's just not enough mutas here. Catching too much stuff. Attacking each other by themselves. Lings get cleared out in the front. And oh my god, are all these mutas going to get cleared? Marines are so strong and imbalanced. Here comes a little bit of the stutter step micro, and Drockzzz is going to start losing a lot of his drones if he's not careful. Mutas get cleared out. He's going to throw down 2 hatches. What the hell? Was that a manor hash? Leaves the game. Oh my god, Macro just took the grand final set number 1. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbe-freaking-lievable. Strong. Good stuff.